So Jack and I caught up just outside the VIP area earlier this morning. Jack Arnett, the head of the tourism board here at Visit Michigan City LaPorte for the final race of the XINSURANCE Offshore Grand Prix here in Michigan City, Indiana. Jack, 16 years in the making, and this weekend for the race, as many boats as you've ever seen here.
It is. We've probably topped our number by maybe 10 or 15 boats. I can remember back 16 years ago, we started up with SBI. We had 23 boats. Next year we had 28. And we've just, over the years, our community has embraced this industry for sure. Our folks set this on their calendar, and they love the race teams coming to Michigan City.
So the race teams love coming here as well. They all market, and many have come here in droves, really, to come watch the races. The hospitality's been fantastic. The big parade last night and the street party, another huge success.
Well, of course, we're in the hospitality industry, so that's our goal, is to make everybody feel welcome, want to come here, want to come back and stay here, actually. But you're absolutely right. This has put Michigan City on the map, and we're so thankful to be part of this offshore community. It's been a great fit for Michigan City. The racers love it. We love them, so it's a great fit.
Yeah, it's a great venue. You have beautiful beaches here. Chicago's Northern Island getaway, the Northern Beach getaway with blue chip casinos. And what a wonderful town you have here.
Yeah, and we're excited that you mentioned Chicago. There's going to be a race in Chicago this year on Labor Day weekend, and cross-marketing with those and kicking that race off. And eventually this is going to be maybe a Toronto, Michigan City, Chicago Triple Crown. We would have had that this year if we wouldn't lost our border crossing in Toronto. And so we're excited about being part of that and being in the mix with those guys and being able to work with them.
Jack Arnett, thanks for joining us.
Oh, great to be here. Thank you for all you're doing.
Oh, man, an incredible race here in Michigan City, Indiana. All right, we are back from the Forte Products broadcast booth, and we have a couple of Key West guys that are joining us from Team Framed Key West. Michael Flamia and John Jenick Jr. raced yesterday in Class 400. The reigning world champions in that bracket class as they raced to the Worlds in Key West last year. In their rookie season, Michael, welcome.
Hey, how you doing, man? Good to be here.
John, hey, man, how are you?
Very well. Great to see you, Todd.
How'd
Thank
it go
you so much.
yesterday, Michael?
Ooh, well, it was a little sporty out there. Boat ran perfect. Unfortunately, we came in third under the flag, but had a couple breakout issues under the new rule. So put us back to fifth.
Well, that's always the case. Well, you were the throttle man, so, I mean, you got to be watching that GPS the whole time.
Yeah, we thought we had it for sure. We kept it right at 84, but we weren't linked to our blue box. I was using the AIM data, and it just wasn't as accurate as we hoped it to be.
Yeah, and the wind kept blowing all day. Now it's coming again out of the northeast, almost, you know, just a little bit more to the northeast, a little more to the north yesterday. But John, it's kind of right about the same. The boat looks great. You guys, you know, out of the LSB team, 29 Extremes, the old hurricane of awesomeness. You guys reset it. Britt Lilly did a great job with that boat.
They did a really good job. The motor was super strong yesterday. Obviously, we have Tyler Crockett power in it this year. The water was great. Look at all these fans on the beach. I mean, this is an amazing venue here. It reminds me a lot of Key West, you know, with the street parade last night and everybody coming out. So we can't thank the fans enough. We were super excited to debut the new wrap of the boat, which is obviously the old LSB wrap that we kind of put a new twist on. So brings it all together into this site. But Michigan City is a great place to race.
Michael Flamia now calls Key West home, the home port of the Team Frame bracket class 400. So this is your first taste of Michigan City? Yeah, right. What'd you think,
I came to visit last year. And,
did you? Okay.
Yeah, and Jack, you know, rolled out the red carpet for me, even though I didn't have the boat here. And love it. Probably one of my favorite venues besides the Keys.
And I think you saw that up and down the classes, the way the bracketed guys showed up. They've been coming here for 16 years, huh?
Absolutely. And it was nice finally having, you know, 8 boats in our class to run against. You know?
Yeah, class 600 was well populated.
Yeah.
Class 200, 500, 700 as well. Pretty amazing, John, to show up with the bracketed boats.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it was great to see how many boats that were out there, like Mike just talked about, in our 400 class. We hope that keeps up throughout the year. And Key West, I think, is going to be a huge race. You know, We talked about it in the drivers' meeting, how this is the biggest boat count that Michigan City's ever had, and hopefully it just continues to grow from here.
All right, that's John Jennick Jr., the driver, Team Frame, our throttleman, Michael Flamia. Good to see you as well, my brother.
All right, Todd. Well, thanks for calling them as usual.
Yes,
Perfect.
sir. See you back on the rock. All right, that's Team Frame. We're going to take time out, and we'll come back with the Super Cat Racing when we return. The Race World Offshore live stream here from Michigan City, Indiana. We're clear.
This is covered. This is covered. This, and this is covered. That, this, and that is covered. This, that. Hell, we'll even cover this. Whatever your X is, if you could imagine it, we can cover it. X Insurance. Insuring the uninsurable.
Your machine got you here, and the Maximus Quick Tire Inflation Kit will get you home. No batteries, no disappointment. The only US-made CO2 valve.
You have to fight to pull ahead, to find your edge, to do whatever it takes to make you 1/10 of a second faster, smarter, more committed than the other guy, because you've got the kind of passion that can overcome the impossible. And we've got the most powerful performance race fuel available to help you do it. Sunoco Race Fuels. Take the lead.
X Insurance is the proud sponsor of the X Insurance Great Lakes Grand Prix races. The X Insurance team provides specialty liability insurance solutions for property, commercial auto, watercraft, special events, true umbrella, true homeowners, and more. So whether it's your home, business, or lifestyle activities, the X Insurance team will provide options and solutions to protect your assets. X Insurance offers true insurance solutions tailored for you. Visit xinsurance.com to learn more.
At Surf Internet, our goal is to deliver blazing fast, affordable, and reliable fiber optic internet to your community. Whether for your home or business, you'll enjoy all-in pricing, a price lock guarantee, and unmatched reliability. Proudly based in the Great Lakes region, we understand your needs and have built our network to bring you the most advanced technology with no hidden fees, no contracts, and no data caps.
Insurance sucks, and we think so too. Why? Because traditional policies don't provide complete coverage, leaving you to deal with the holes and gaps. But not anymore. X Insurance's True Umbrella and True Homeowners are a true partner, covering any potential gaps and exclusions. With X Insurance's True Umbrella and True Homeowners policy, you'll experience true insurance when compared to traditional policies. Contact us today or ask your agent about X Insurance.
In Michigan City, Indiana, the Race World Offshore Great Lakes Grand Prix presented by X Insurance from the Porte Products Broadcast Center. Porte Products, their hydraulic transom lift bracket is the most state-of-the-art in the world. Get your outboard gear case up in shallow water as much as 22 inches. Whether single or multiple outboard engines, Porte can design one for you. Designed for your specific boat and transom. Helps you plane quicker, manage your weight distribution, and to make adjustments to your X dimension on the fly that meet the water conditions you're running in with one touch of a switch at the helm. Go to porteproducts.com. All right, our Super Cat boats are heading out. We're set to get racing for the afternoon. We got Super Cats, Super Stocks, and Pro Class 1s to finish up the Michigan City race here on the Race World Offshore race season, along with World Powerboat Race Association. We got Vinny Diorio and the Dirty Money team heading out to the milling area on the far west, the far east end of the course. These boats.
That's Dirty Money.
Yeah, Dirty Money. Ran so fast yesterday. Their number one qualifying lap speed yesterday. Dirty Money, the reigning world champion. And there's Rolling Transport, the 40 outer limits with the Sterling Power.
Yep.
Benny Diorio and Sean Connor. So
they're lane 3. Lane 1, like we said, is Dirty Money. Britt Lilly, Bill Piper with the Goodwin Racing engines. Lane 2 is CR Racing. Rob Understall is on the wheel. Casey Boas throttling. They have Pee Wee Racing engines. Lane 3, Roland Transport. Outer Limits, Sean Connor, Vinny Diorio, Sterling Power. Lane 4 is CJ Grant, Graydell, Chris Grant, and Jay Muller with the HRE Racing engines. Lane 5 is Hancock Claims, 40 MTI. Christian McCauley's on the wheel. Anthony Smith is throttling the Case engines. And lane 6 is EWB Racing, the only 36 skater out here, Ron Gibbs and Kelly Crace.
There's your starting grid in Super Cat. Dirty Money turned the fastest lap of the day yesterday in Super Cat racing.
Now let's see if they kind of return to form.
Yeah, 2 minutes 39.51 ahead of CR Racing's 241.60.
Yeah, and Rob Understall actually said they had a little issue with pulleys or alignment on their belts.
Honestly, all right, so we're going to have a quick run to the X Insurance pit camera. Tristan with High Tech Decks.
Hey everyone, it's Tristan over here in the pits. I'm with Sean Torrente with High Tech Deck Racing. Yesterday, you guys finished in first for qualifying. You get the pole. How do you feel going in today's race?
Man, you always feel great just getting pole, and I felt great for today too, but of course the weather shifted about 10 minutes ago, so it makes you double, second guess all your stuff, but we're going to put a good setup on it, and the boat's great. Matt's been doing a great job, and we've just been improving the boat constantly, and we've always had the speed, but now we have some handling, so I think we're going to piece today.
Great, well we're excited to see your race. Thank you.
Tristan with Sean Torrente of High Tech Decks. Here comes the start of our Super Cats. 12 laps here today. Graydell has the speed early. Dirty Money and Rolling Transport now looking deck to deck. But it looks like Graydell has the early speed, as this is going to be the first official lap as they pass through the chute. We're underway. Graydell, Dirty Money, Rolling Transport, Hancock Claims, EWB Racing. There's Rolling Transport on the outside on the westbound leg. But Graydell, your two-time winner in Lotto to start the season, has the early lead with Chris Grant and Jay Muller. Second looks to be Dirty Money.
Dirty Money spun.
Dirty Money missed the buoy, guys.
Yeah, they had to go back around and make it up. Now let's see if they can do what Graydell did at Lotto and go lap everybody after missing a buoy.
So Dirty Money misses the turn in the westbound pin, and now Graydell has the lead heading down the far stretch to turns 3 and 4. Rolling Transport, the 40-foot outer limits with Vinny Diorio, Sean Connor, Sterling Power
giving chase. But already, just like we've seen the first two races this year, Graydell is getting out quick.
Graydell didn't have a great qualifying lap yesterday. They were fourth in qualifying. Austin Blocker of Outlaw Performance helping to set that boat up. Jay Muller new in the cockpit with Chris Grant from Toronto, Ontario. Boats coming around to complete their first lap as we look back at the Hancock Claims 40-foot Marine Technologies hull.
Here's our lead boat.
Graydell running flat. Again, our wind is definitely on the change here as the day progresses out of the northeast, still holding probably at about 10 miles an hour. There's a good look at the 388 skater of Chris Grant, Jay Muller with HRE Hamilton Power, twin Super Cat engines. Graydell, your leader in Super Cat.
They've got it riding the way they want. It's not popping up and staying level. That's how you make it fast.
Keeping the nose down, appears that Rolling Transport is running in second. And we'll give you a clock and speed of Gray Dell through at 110.5 miles an hour unofficially. Gray Dell, your leader. Rolling Transport, less than 5 seconds behind, trailing in second and third. CR Racing.
Yep.
Hancock Claims has fourth. EWB is in fifth, and Dirty Money is charging hard after missing that turn here on the west end and running in sixth. Laps.
4.65 mile course.
Gradell ran that lap 2 minutes 31.44 seconds. Unofficial speed 110.5. There's Dirty Money. They're gonna have to make their way up the pack. Now remember, Gradell missed a buoy on day 2. His Dirty Money is gonna go by
EWB.
Yeah, EWB, and move up into fifth. Gradell missed turn in Lotto. It was able to pass 3 boats within a lap. That's how fast they were in Lake of the Ozarks.
And now they're right back out front here.
See if we start to figure out some intervals and track Dirty Money if they're coming up in the pack. Is now turning on the beach leg. It's a big oval course, 4.65 miles.
Big paper clip.
Yep, big paper clip. It's a good way to put it. So CR Racing from above. And Gradell. Big Super Cat engines, 800 horsepower each. Naturally aspirated carbureted engines. No fuel injection allowed in Super Cat racing. Sterling power for Rolling Transport, the 40-foot outer limits. Good to see Vinny DiOrio back on the water. Here's your leader in Super Cat, Gradell.
Rolling Transport is carrying well too. They've got the boat riding.
Sean Connor now on the wheel for Vinny DiOrio. Gradell, lap number 2, 107.6. DiOrio still running at about 5 seconds behind. CR Racing looks fast and challenging up for second, running in third here. Hancock Claims still holding fourth behind CR Racing. Dirty Money has made a big move forward.
Yep. No surprise.
So Dirty Money now in fifth, and EWB is sixth. But all the boats, I'll tell you, are 35 seconds off. And Hancock Claims looks like they're going around CR Racing on the outside, but CR Racing catches them off the port window. And they do have the inside line.
Little bit of camera angle trick there too. But yeah, they're challenging for sure.
The XINSURANCE Helicam. Rob Understall, Casey Boaz, the number 8 CR Racing, a 388 skater.
I talked with Anthony Smith this morning, and he was real happy with the way the boat's been improving.
For Hancock Claims, raced earlier in the Super V boat. Now out with Christian McCauley.
But out front, still Gradell.
They are the story of the year so far, the last 2 races.
And he just says he's loving running with Jay.
Jay Muller, multi-time Super Cat Throttleman World Champion. He's look over ahead at Dirty Money, who's now moved. That's CR Racing, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
some
CR.
glare now on our monitors. Gradell continuing the lead. Yeah, CR Racing having some trouble. That is Dirty Money going around.
Yeah.
We saw Hancock Claims. You can see them on the right side of the screen. You can see their Rooster Tail, and Dirty Money is moving up into the pack. They just now passed CR Racing, and they're coming up on Hancock Claims. And off the screen, we're watching Great Elk finish through on its next lap, falling off a little bit more, about 0.3 of a second, 108.7 miles an hour on that lap. Then he continues to be about 5 seconds back in.
Dirty Money is now up to third.
And Dirty Money is moved up to third place, passing Hancock Claims. And now he's got Rolling Transport in his sights.
They're hunting. There's no doubt about it.
After missing a turn, coming into the west turn, the very first lap.
I don't think the crew chief, Bobby Adams, had to tell them what to do after they came out of that turn.
Well, all 6 boats came in there, and they were looking on the inside, of course, because they had the one pole position, and just came to the inside. Now, WPRA made a rule: if you miss a turn, you can go back and get it and return on without a penalty.
Yeah, provided you don't impede the progress of another boat on the course.
Correct, and because all the boats were moving right along, they were gone. He had to come back, and now he started picking off boats one at a time. Dirty Money, there they are, and they're up in third place now.
See if they can track down Rolling Transport.
So we look at Great Dell again, 388 skater.
We're on lap 4 of 12.
388, most of these are 388 skaters over the years. A lot of them have been campaign. This one used to be run by MCON, acquired by CJ Grant.
Prior to that, it was Steel.
That's correct, very early. Here we are finishing up lap number 4, your Super Cats. 1,600 horsepower of carbureted power, naturally aspirated engines, 38 to 40-foot catamarans. There's Rolling Transport in second. You can see Dirty Money now, all the distance they've covered. They've already picked off CR Racing and EWB and Hancock Claims, now looking for Vinny Diorio. Great Dell through again at about 108.5.
And 10, 11, 12 seconds ahead of Rolling Transport, but look at Dirty Money coming up on the inside of Rolling Transport.
Well, as you see, Dirty Money, they're going to try and make a move on this lap to the inside of Rolling Transport. They'll have to go through the wash and to the outside to lose a little speed through there.
Yeah, Sean Connor made a nice turn there.
He did. Now he'll try and dig back in, get into the clean water, and get up to speed with those Goodwin Racing engines. Vinny Diorio, Sean Connor, the outer limits with Sterling Power, trying to fend off the 388 skater of Dirty Money, Bill Pyburn and Britt Lilly. See EWB Racing, 36 skater Ron Gibbs, Kelly Crace from Lake Havasu with T Custom Marine engines. And here comes Dirty Money making a move on second. Rolling Transport trying to hold them off.
Holding the inside lane.
So Dirty Money won't be able to get around them, I don't believe, before the turn, but they do nose ahead of them. Rolling Transport has the inside lane. Keep an eye on that for you folks as we watch.
Yep. Dirty Money is pulling on the outside, and we'll just see. They're given plenty of room.
And great shot overhead from the X-Helicam. Now we'll go back to our leader, Great Dell, pick up number 2 and number 3 for you as they come down the beach line.
And
Great Dell.
You know they're telling Great Dell, their spotters are telling them that Dirty Money's coming.
Oh,
That's why they're not letting up.
But
Dirty Money does appear to have passed Rolling Transport. And now it'll be, can he make up the ground in 6 laps?
Great L is going to have to watch for Dirty Money. Dirty Money has moved into second place ahead of Rolling Transport.
I've got an interval of about 13.5 seconds from first to second now.
So Dirty Money, right at 13 seconds behind, has gone around Rolling Transport. Dirty Money, Bill Piper and Britt Lilly in second with Goodwood Racing Engines, a 388 skater and reigning World Supercat champion, stalking Great Dell. After missing an early buoy, had to circle back around and then pick through the fleet. From the back, now to second, Dirty Money. After qualifying fastest lap yesterday.
Bill Pyburn wants the national title.
Great L, knowing that Dirty Money had great speed in qualifying yesterday. They still have that boat running well. Back-to-back wins in Lake of the Ozarks. Toronto's Chris Grant with Jay Muller, who has more Supercat World Champions as throttleman since 2012 with the WHM racing team. Moved up to Pro Class 1 racing, and he'll join Billy Moff in Pro Class 1 racing later on today. He's also going to jump into the Celsius Superstock boat, Jay with Chris Hopgood, a little later on.
That'll be
this
before
afternoon.
The Pro
next,
Class 1.
Yeah, that's exactly our next race of the day. He's very busy the rest of the afternoon. Dirty Money.
See what Graydell,
see where
if
we're
they've
at.
opened up their gap, or see.
Look back at Dirty Money, Rolling Transport. Get another look at your number 2 boat trying to catch after the early miscue. Comes Graydell. So Chris Grant, lap you got there, 110.6 miles an hour. Back on top with Dirty Money.
And I have that as the start of lap, that's the end of lap 6. Still about 12 to 13 second interval.
Yeah, Graydell picked up their lap speed a little bit on that one. Dirty Money running second here, Rolling Transport in third. Hancock Claims back in fourth. Good to see Vinny and his team back here. Christian McCauley and Anthony Smith and Hancock Claims.
EWB is up to 6th, passing CR.
It's off the cameras. We look at Dirty Money, but yeah, CR now back in 6th. EWB moves up on the grid.
Good look at that livery.
So it's Great L, Rolling Transport. I'm sorry, Great L, Dirty Money, Rolling Transport, Hancock Claims, EWB, and CR Racing. Reach the halfway mark of this race.
I'm trying to think of the Class 1 race a few years ago when it looked like there was no way. I think it was Steve Curtis and Travis Pastrana were trying to make up time, and they did it. They ended up passing them. But here's Graydell, still looking smooth. Boat's always been good in the rough, and now they're they're picking up speed in the calm water.
And the X-Insurance Helicam, Graydell, out of Toronto, Canada.
And you said Chris drew that caricature on the side of the boat.
That's right. That is a Chris Grant doodle.
Oh, CR Racing appears to be down at the far end of the course, the east end. That's too bad. They've been bitten by some weird stuff this year.
Another 110-mile-an-hour lap by Graydell.
The interval's down to 9 seconds.
3 seconds off that lead, cut by Dirty Money on lap number 7. Looking back at EWB Racing overhead at Graydell, and now back to Rolling Transport in third. It's the 40 outer limits, propelled by Sterling. So much it goes into controlling these big cats.
Yep.
The majority of them deploying tunnel tabs, running the number 6 stern drives, getting the aerodynamics, the hydrodynamics right, the propulsion, the vector of the propulsion.
Yeah, really the main thing is keeping everything moving forward and not carrying the bow too much and going into the wind and banging and bouncing. Smoother is better.
Rob Understall, Casey Boaz, again, having some problems and coming off plane, moving to the middle of the course as we look at our leader, Graydell, and you can see the number 2 boat that has gotten closer and closer, has moved through the pack after an early miscue, and now trying to catch the leader, Graydell. So with 2 consecutive wins in Lotto, and those are full points races, Graydell would be in command control with 2 races left on the World Powerboat Race Association Series.
Yep.
And Dirty Money needs this win. Graydell through again at 110. Turning laps at 2:31.
Still about 9 seconds. They're holding.
4 laps to go. Dirty Money through in second. About 9 seconds off the pace. Rolling Transport.
Third.
Yep.
Hancock Claims isn't going away. They're still in fourth.
Winds continue to come out of the northeast, east-northeast, pretty much northeast, still holding it, I would say around 10 to 11,
yeah.
12. We haven't seen much change since they quickly changed coming off the lake earlier today. Dirty Money, our second place boat. Tense moments inside the cockpit of Bill Pyburn and Britt Lilly after missing the early buoy.
Bo and Tiffany Renfro, the owners of that boat. As we said before, Bobby Adams is the crew chief. Very hard-working group down there.
Very experienced team. We look at our leaders. Very little change in the way that boat is flying. Sticking to the water. Graydell reminds me of Lotto and all those calm spots up and down the course.
Yep.
The way she ran. Graydell, your overall leader. midway point of the beachside stretch. This will be the completion of lap number 9. Just a shade, 0.2 of a second under 110.
6 seconds.
Took 3 seconds off on lap number 9. Dirty Money.
Is maybe the setup coming to Dirty Money now a little bit? With still got 3 laps.
Rolling Transport through, still holding 3rd. Laps to go here in Super Cat. The X Insurance Helicam, the 388 Skater, HRE Hamilton Power, Graydell. Back
EWB.
Yeah. Running in 5th place now. Bob Teague's old AMSOIL boat. Teague Custom Marine Power showed that it can be a competitive boat.
Yeah, one time Gary Ballou was driving for Bob and he said one of the gauges wasn't working. Bob just lashed out, kicked the dash, and it came to life.
Bob Teague, our chief referee, is not with us today. Prior commitment. Jeff Harris, WPRA, is stepping in. Bob will be chief referee at all the rest of the races.
Yep.
We're down to a couple laps at the completion of this one as Graydell and Dirty Money are coming midway down the beach leg. We can look down from our vantage point above the VIP area and see Dirty Money and Chase.
They are in the same screen now, which we haven't seen yet, or they just were.
There's your 1 and 2 boats.
I just wonder if they're running out of time, maybe.
We'll see on this interval. Here comes Graydell, continuing to run right at 110. Dirty Money is closer.
3.6.
Well, at that pace,
yeah,
we'll catch them at this lap. Can they get around them? Will Jay and Chris try and keep them from the run them around?
How aggressive will they defend the inside lane? Because Britt will drive it in there.
Dirty Money
legally.
Chasing Graydell.
Yep.
Dirty Money is chasing Graydell.
Rolling Transport still in 4th and or 3rd, and Hancock Claims is 4th.
Rolling Transport passing, and Hancock Claims, as Eric mentioned, they're 3rd and 4th. The race is on here in Michigan City. Live coverage of the X Insurance Great Lakes Grand Prix. Super Cat Racing down to 2 laps, and it's Dirty Money trying to chase down Graydell after an early miscue, missing a buoy, has picked through the rest of the field, and now they're trying to get to the lead in Super Cat, but they're going to have to get around a fast Graydell boat. Live coverage from the Porte Products Broadcast Center here in Michigan City, Indiana. Final
Here
day
we are
of this
at the,
2-day racing.
This is the eastern end of the course. Oh my.
That leads down to 2 seconds on that end. Dirty Money's got to go wide.
Yep. I think Dirty Money makes more ground on this leg coming this way, coming west. And Graydell might have the advantage going east.
Your leader to the left of the screen. Your challenger trying to come up from 2nd, Dirty Money. This is the penultimate lap, 1 lap after this one. Not a lot of time for him to try and chase down the fast Great L team. No, Jay and Chris they know they can't lay off.
No, not in the least.
No mistakes. Gonna keep the boat stuck to the water in the turn.
But here comes Britt and Bill.
Still 110 miles an hour on that lap.
3 seconds.
Still holding at 3. This is the last lap for Dirty Money.
Yep. Now if we could stay with them going up that other, this is where I think Great L has the advantage going up that outer leg. But let's see what Dirty Money has for him.
Dirty Money tried to get to the inside, how to stay out. Sure does look like they're distancing here just ever so slightly. Remember now, Dirty Money's made up quite a bit of time over the last several laps. From 12 to 9 to 6 to 3. You see the rooster tail and the churn of the water from Great Dell will stay to the outside. Great Dell gets to pick their line heading for the final time into the east end turn.
They are going to try to make the course as long as possible for their opponents. Let's see what Dirty Money does here.
No room for them there. They again have to come out wide. They'll try and tighten it up and give it what they've got down the final stretch. This is it. Your finish in Super Cat Racing. Great Dell. Can they hold off a charging Dirty Money here in Michigan City, Indiana? Great Dell, Dirty Money to the line in front of the fans, about halfway down the beach side of the course. It just doesn't look like Dirty Money's got enough time to clean up the miscue early, but man, they pick through the field. They're gonna make it tight. But Great L should win this race today.
Wow.
It'll be Great L over Dirty Money. They average 109.689 miles an hour. Dirty Money takes second.
They're probably going to head right in because they got to go get ready for the Pro Class 1 race. And Jay's got to go get in the Celsius after they get their checkered flag.
Disappointing day for Dirty Money in that they missed that buoy in the first turn. Now to go back and make it up, pick through the field, but could not chase down Great Dell. Rolling Transport will finish second. Hancock Claims third. EWB fourth.
Roland's third. EWB is fourth.
I'm sorry.
I mean, Hancock Claims is fourth. EWB is fifth.
Yeah, so Rolling Transport third and Hancock Claims fourth.
Yep.
EWB with another nice race here.
Yep.
To start the season for the rookies.
There were a couple times in that race, and sorry I went quiet, but I was just sitting there grinning watching it because it was fun to watch.
Well, for those of you that think that Super Cat Racing is no more, think again. It doesn't get any more exciting than that.
That was a great race.
And like it was in the national scene last year for Dirty Money, today the only thing that's stopping them was a miscue.
Yeah, and
or
that
a
was
technical problem, which it was last year, running out of gas at Marathon and a hatch that popped open in Ocean City. But today, a missed buoy. I'm going to go back around and miss it. They were definitely fast enough to win today.
Yeah, but hats off to Great L. They did what they were supposed to do, and no miscues, and that made the difference.
Great L is heading off to get their checkered flag. Chris Grant on the deck of the 388 Skater. Another successful day for HRE Hamilton Power. So HRE Hamilton Power, Austin Blocker, real happy, the crew chief once again.
Where are they based out of?
Fort Myers.
Oh, they're Hamilton is?
No, I'm sorry, Outlaw Performance.
Yeah.
It's Florida based. I know, I'm pretty sure it's Southwest Florida.
Oh, okay. I think that's Chris out on the deck. I mean, his previous throttleman, Billy Moore, very praiseworthy of Chris's driving abilities. So the guy can wheel a boat. And he's the nicest guy.
100%.
Everything that he did for the hurricane victims in Fort Myers years ago, sent a truckload of plywood down from Canada.
Now these big engines are not the easiest to move around. They've crash boxes, so there's not easy to maneuver. Jay gets it set back and now into motion. Let's get the passing of the flag. Is it successful? And it is. Good toss. Secures it. Chris Grant can unfurl the flag and wave it. Victorious for the third straight Super Cat race.
He's found himself a good throttleman in Jay Muller.
Turn of fortunes for Great Dell in 2025. Another win for them, third straight here today. And now Dirty Money in their quest for a national championship.
Uphill battle.
Very uphill battle, and they're going to have to hope for some bad luck for Great L eventually. In Chicago and in Clearwater.
I can't imagine that either of them is going to miss the last two races.
Super Cat Racing, very exciting here in Michigan City, Indiana here today. The XINSURANCE Great Lakes Grand Prix. Coming up next, Super Stock Racing.
I would imagine, I wouldn't be surprised if the Celsius boat is out and just waiting and Jay just pops in there.
Yeah, we saw that transfer with Dirty Money and XINSURANCE South yesterday.
Yep. There they go.
Wave to the fans. Congratulations to the Toronto, Canada-based team. Great L, third consecutive Super Cat win here this year with Jay Muller and Chris Grant. .388 Skater with HRE Hamilton Racing engines. Super Stock Racing coming up here from the Maximum Inflation live stream. Maximum Inflation, Leland Gas Technologies, the owner of Maximum Inflation brand, makes CO2 and nitrogen gas cartridges for marine, motorcycle, aviation, and military safety devices such as inflatables, life jackets, and rider fall protection. Since 1965, Leland Gas Technologies has been producing packaged gases and related gas handling equipment. Maximum Inflation. We'll take a break, come back and get you set for Super Stock Racing. As you can see, the wind's still strong and steady out of the northeast. So we'll see how the Super Stock boats are set up and ready to go. We'll set the grid for you when we come back. That race is scheduled to get underway at 2 p.m. this afternoon.
For factory stock fans, the Marine Technology boat lost a supercharger belt.
How about, there we
on
go.
one engine,
Okay.
lost all power on the starboard side.
So an update from earlier. We're wondering why that boat was running off pace, and there you go. So we'll take a timeout, come back with more right after this from the Porte Products Broadcast Center.